Lesson 2, how to fill ourselves with positive feel-good chemicals. In the previous video, I explained that emotions are chemical. There is a physiological reason why we feel the way we do. I also talked about the stress response and the relaxation response. The stress response activates the body's fight or flight system, and the relaxation response activates the body's rest and digest system. These branches of the autonomic nervous system are activated by chemicals. In order to feel happier and less stressed, we want to increase feel-good chemicals and decrease stress chemicals. Our mental, emotional, and physical health and well-being are all interconnected. For example, our body chemistry affects our emotions. Our emotions affect our thoughts, words, and actions. And our thoughts, words, and actions affect our body chemistry. To feel better, we want to decrease stress chemicals and increase feel-good chemicals by changing what we do, say, and think. It is easier to control what we do than it is to control what we think. For example, it's nearly impossible for a person struggling with depression to just think themselves happy, or for a person struggling with anxiety to just stop worrying. And yet, we are not helpless. There are so many things that we can do to change the chemistry of the body, and that makes us feel better. Our actions are our most effective point of power. In this video, I'll be sharing a few specific things that we can do to increase feel-good chemicals and decrease stress chemicals. And you can find more ideas on the Hope for Healing website at hopeforhealingfoundation.org. First, I'll share an easy 5-minute routine. Just remember MMWW, music, movement, words, and water. First, I'll explain what to do, and then I'll explain why it works. The first M is music. Choose a song that you love, something that makes you want to dance and sing along. This will be your timer. Most songs last between 3 to 4 minutes. While the song is playing, we're going to move our body. Movement is the second M. It can be traditional exercises like jumping jacks or sit-ups, or stretching or yoga poses, or shadow boxing, or just dancing. Or you could also choose to just move your mouth by singing along. But in some way, you are moving and engaging with the music. When the song is done, it's time to begin with the W's. The first W is words. Grab a notebook and a pen and write 5 things that you're grateful for. Then the final W is water. Drink a bottle of water and you're done. The whole routine takes about 5 minutes. And now I'll explain why this makes a difference. First of all, music, the first M. Music affects our emotions. It is one of the most powerful tools we have to influence the way we feel. Listening to positive, upbeat music is a simple yet effective way to boost mood and motivation. Also, research shows that our brain waves actually synchronize somewhat to the music you're listening to. And we can use this in a couple of different ways. If we're feeling stressed, then listening to soothing music can literally help calm our brain waves so we feel less anxious. And if we're struggling with motivation and we just don't want to get up or do anything, then listening to a positive, upbeat song can literally help jumpstart our brain into action. The next M is movement. Moving our bodies helps us feel more energized and less fatigued. Exercise increases the production of feel-good chemicals and reduces the level of stress chemicals. It improves mood, increases self-confidence, improves focus, improves sleep quality, promotes relaxation, and reduces depression. Even just a few minutes of moving our bodies can make a huge difference in the way we feel. Singing is another powerful option. Rather than moving your body, you could move your mouth by singing along. Singing has been scientifically proven to reduce muscle tension, reduce cortisol levels, that stress hormone in the body, increase level of endorphins and other feel-good neurotransmitters that help us feel better. Singing also helps with depression. In one study, they took a group of people who were struggling with depression and anxiety and divided them into two groups. One was a control group where they said, "Don't change a thing, just keep doing what you're doing." The other group was a study group, and the only thing they were asked to do was to add singing to their daily routine. After 1 month, the researchers checked to see if it made any difference. The control group was exactly the same as they were before, but the study group had significantly lower levels of depression and anxiety, and the only change they made was to sing every day. So, MM, music and movement, or music and singing. Feel free to mix it up and have some variety. Now, let's move on to the W's. The first W is words. Now, I had heard of gratitude journals before, and I used to think, oh, that's nice for those happy Pollyanna type people who like to do that sort of things. But when you're dealing with real problems, you need real solutions, not fluffy nonsense. But the research shows that gratitude isn't fluffy nonsense. It is a real solution for real problems. Researchers have used fMRI scanners to see how gratitude affects the brain. Gratitude stimulates the prefrontal cortex. If you remember, we talked in the last lesson about how the stress response pulls blood and energy away from the prefrontal cortex area toward the lizard brain. Gratitude helps pull the blood and energy back to the prefrontal cortex area. This helps us be able to make better decisions. And it also helps us to be able to act rather than just react to the problems in our lives. Gratitude also improves the neuroplasticity of the brain. Neuroplasticity is necessary to be able to adapt to change. It is the essence of resilience. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize pathways, create new connections, and in some cases, even create new neurons. Gratitude literally rewires your brain to be happier. Gratitude also increases the production of feel-good chemicals and helps with depression. In one of my favorite studies, researchers took a group of people who were struggling with severe depression and asked them to write down 3 good things that happened to them that day. After 15 days, they checked to see if it made any difference. And they found that 94% of participants had noticed a significant reduction in their depression. Gratitude also changes our focus. There's a saying, where the focus goes, the energy flows. When we focus on the positive things in our lives, more positive things happen. When we focus on the negative things in our lives, more negative things happen. So if we want more positive things to happen in our lives, we need to notice and appreciate the positive things that we already have. The last W is water. Drinking water is a simple, effective, but often overlooked tool to help improve our physical, mental, and emotional health. Our brains are about 73% water, and studies show that even mild dehydration, as little as 1%, has been shown to negatively affect brain structure and function, negatively impact mood, and trigger fatigue. Drinking lemon water has been shown to aid digestion, boost the immune system, reduce inflammation, energize muscles, help manage weight, improve our skin, and help prevent kidney stones. Every system in our body requires water to function. So if you want to feel better, drink more water. We have a lot more power than many people realize, and it doesn't take a lot of time. In just 5 minutes, you can increase feel-good chemicals, reduce stress chemicals, increase energy, improve mood, stimulate the prefrontal cortex, improve your brain's neuroplasticity, and improve focus. Now, please remember that healing from depression, anxiety, managing our stress isn't going to be a one and done situation. In order to maintain that positive body chemistry, it takes consistency. By consistently applying these simple action steps, your body chemistry will gradually adjust to a happier balance. Try it for 30 days, and I promise that you'll experience a significant improvement in the way you feel. There are many more tools that we can use to add positive, feel-good chemicals and reduce stress chemicals on the Hope for Healing website at hopeforhealingfoundation.org. In the next lesson, I'll be sharing ways to release negative emotions